Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Stalker playthrough walkthrough. We are currently in the dark here in the garage at Coastal Highway. What time is it? Alright, it's still... We're going to be heading off to Desolation Point today. Last time we had we pretty much looted everything in Coastal Highway. So, and then we also organized the base. We did some repairs. We have a ton of stuff here. We're gonna pick this book up. Alright, so let's drink one of these. The whole thing is alright. I think we're just gonna read for an hour, and then we'll sleep for one more hour. And we're gonna make our way outside. How much water do we have? Do we have a good amount of water? We do have a good amount of water. We have that MRE to take with us. We have some extra meds and things like that, so that'll be good. I don't want to take too much with us because we'll be heavy, and then we're also going to find stuff in Desolation Point itself, so it makes more sense to me to wait and see what we have there, and then we'll tally that all up, and then whatever we're missing, we'll move from here to there. I'm going to eat a piece of bear meat. There's our risk of internal parasites because we're not cooking level 5 yet, but that's why we can only eat like one piece at a time. And I don't hear any wolves. Don't see any wolves, so I think we're good to go. And we're just gonna head down this road here to Desolation Point. It's a little bit of a walk. It's not too bad, though. Probably actually quicker to go over the ice a little bit, but we're just gonna check down this road. I don't think we've been all the way up and down this road yet. Maybe there will be saplings on the side or something else. So off we go. Now, we do have to pass through Crumbling Highway to get to Desolation Point, which is like a transition region. There's a few wolves there. You can do a little bit of beachcombing there. There's like a car, a cave, and then some shelter there. It's not wonderful by any means. There's not like a whole bunch of stuff there, but there is some stuff there. It's a pretty small region, though. Got some wolf friends out here. They should be a bit too far to detect us, so I'm just gonna not worry about it. We're just gonna go. Even if we're gonna hang on this side a little bit. I always try to avoid the wolves if I can. I mean, it's Stalker. We have a lot of stuff to deal with them, and it would take us a long time to run out of stuff. But, I'm just always in the habit of not trying to, like, use up all my arrows or all our matches or whatnot. And I mean, I think that's kind of a hangover from, or a, not really a hangover, but just kind of a habit I got from my interloper days. Just because there's so much less in interloper, you gotta be a little bit more mindful and tactical with what you're using and when, so yeah, avoidance mode with the wolves unless, you know, they're directly in our path. There's not really a good way around them, or they spot us before we can divert or throw a rock or whatever. There's the bear. He's out for his morning walk. It looks like the weather is going to turn a little bit too, so very possible we will end up with a blizzard here very soon. Or it might just be windy and annoying. Let's slip over here and grab these sticks.
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
So we're going to pick up lots of coal. On our way to Desolation Point, there is a mine we have to go through in order to get there. So, but that'll be a nice bit of coal for Desolation Point. And there is a forge in Desolation Point as well. So it's particularly good to have a lot of coal there, or as much coal as you can. Already grabbed the saplings here on this corner. And now we're walking into the wind and we're super duper slow. That's alright. We'll make it there at some point. We could probably run a little bit, but I don't know if it would do us much good. We already checked that car earlier, too. Commuter's Lament. Why not? We were warm and we had charcoal, so might as well just map where we can. I mean, as long as we're warm, I don't see the issue with that. Got some rose hips here. So Desolation Point, because it's such a small region, we're just going to have one base there. And our base is going to be in Hibernia.
Drop any of this gear.
So, and the reason for that is because Hibernia is, I believe, is the only place in Desolation Point with a workbench. I'm going to always try to have my bases where there's a workbench, because I don't like dragging stuff. You know, if we want to craft or something, I don't want to drag a whole bunch of stuff, like, from wherever we are to random workbench that's pretty far away. I just want to kind of hang out there where all our stuff is, where we know we have food and whatever else we need. Might have some wolves in here. Sometimes they're up here in these trees. Yeah, there's one. Sometimes they're down on the ice. Sometimes it's a mix. Ah, there's another one. I just scared him. Alright, that's fine too. He went that way, so he's gonna get the rabbits over there, but that's fine. We're not really hunting rabbits at the moment, so he can have them. Energy bar. Oh, we got some driving gloves in here. Have some matches. I don't think there's anything in here. Got a note, though. We've lost a couple people to hypohypris last night. The cold last night. There's only 5 of us left, but unfortunately Sean's one of them. He's keeping me going and even gave me his last fruit pastel. It's a shame we didn't know each other before the event. He would have made a nice BF. I hate this place so much. I should have listened to Mama. Doing the exchange student program was the worst decision I've ever made. I wonder if she's still alive. Sorry, I wanted to say, like, hypothermia, and that's why I had to, like, pause there for a moment. I'm like, that word is not hypothermia.
I'm not hearing much more.
Anything else? Okay, some more socks. Is there anything we can leave here? We can leave, like, 1 soda here. Let's leave an energy bar, too, because why not? And a couple bandages might not be a bad idea either, because there are wolves over here, so... might as well. Do we have any old man's beard to leave behind? We do. Let's leave 2 of these, and then we'll leave, like, 2 birch teas as well. Doesn't even have to be a ton of stuff, just a little something. Alright, let's, get a drink of water real quick. Alright, and up these stairs we go. We're gonna crouch.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Just in case this wolf, like, slaughtered all the rabbits. And... just heading back this way. Mr. Wolf? Okay. Don't know where he went, but alright. Okay, Tinder. A pry bar. Looks like we got some wood. And that's pretty much it. Little burned down house or collapsed house. I don't think this is the one we can go up and over to get over there. I think it's like the next one. I guess we can still try. Yeah, no, it's that other one over there. Grab these real quick, too. You were, like, not on that branch at all. You're just kind of floating out here in the middle of nowhere. I wonder if they're always like that. I guess I could come here on another file and check and see if they are always like that or not. So there is a truck down there, where you're supposed to go up and over and in here, but, we're gonna skip it for the moment. We're just gonna go straight in. Alright. Scrap metal. Very nice.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, lantern. There. Oh gosh, that's heavy. Alright. I actually think we're gonna leave these boots here. They're heavy. They're like 2 pounds. I was kind of curious, and I was kind of thinking about it. So, what is your favorite region? And I want to ask that question in, I guess, 3 different contexts. What's your favorite region to spawn in? I mean, if you've played before, what's your favorite region to spawn in? What's your favorite region just because it's your favorite region? I mean, it doesn't have to be based on, like, logic or anything other than you just really like that region. And what is your favorite region to live in, like, long term? So, if you had to go somewhere and you had to set up a base and you had to live in that region for quite a while, which one would you pick? And I guess kind of why would you pick it? Like, which do you think would be best for long-term survival? Or you think you could just, you know, hang out there for quite a bit of time and be able to survive quite easily? And, I mean, your answer might be pertaining to, like, a particular mode, which is fine, too. I was just kind of curious, so, about what people's favorite regions were. So, I really like to spawn in... I think I like...
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load.
I think I do like Forsaken Airfield, or I like Hush River Valley best on Stalker. And my answers are going to be Stalker based because I haven't played any of the other modes in quite a while. I mean, I did have a little try again with Interloper, but I didn't really stick with it and kind of went back to Stalker just because I was having so much fun with it. So that is my question. But anyways, so yeah, back to my answers now. So yeah, I like Forsaken Airfield to spawn at. I think because I'm always trying to think of things most efficiently. So in Stalker, whenever you spawn in Forsaken Airfield, you can pretty much get all of your Stalker gear there. Or all of your starter gear there. You can normally find hatchets and knives and hacksaws and hammers and bows and arrows and guns and distress pistols. And there's pretty much everything there. You could, you know, just spend a couple days going through that region. And that's why I like it. And I like the region just because I like the region as well. But again, like, this is the kind of person I am. I like to think of things like, what's the most efficient thing? So I tend to kind of gravitate towards that. And I like starting in HRV because you can go and instantly get the Moosehide Satchel. And sometimes there's good loot there. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as it is on Stalker. There's quite a lot of tools and stuff there on Stalker. And I feel like, or I'm sorry, Interloper. And I feel like on Stalker, there's not quite as much of that. Like, unless you get the Prepper Cache, of course, then there's quite a bit. But, oh my gosh, another Fire Striker. Okay. But yeah, so I think those 2 regions would be my favorite for spawning. My favorite region just because for no other reason other than I like it. Yeah, that's a little harder question for me.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And that's a harder question with me because it's kind of a cheesy answer, but I like I like all the regions, quite honestly. Let's drop this book too. Alright, we have a blizzard. We're gonna go down this hill here. And I apologize that it's harder to see than it probably should be, but yeah, we're gonna go down here. Also giving me a moment to think about what my favorite region is, just because. Well, I don't like Milton and I don't like Broken Railroad. I do know, or Mountain Town. I don't like Mountain Town and I don't really like Broken Railroad. I do know that much. It's not that there's necessarily more wolves there in other regions, it's just those regions are small, so the wolf population is more condensed. So it feels like there's a lot more wolves. Like, yeah. So I don't like that. I mean, I don't mind the pressure from wolves, but I really don't like feeling like I'm gonna be attacked by one as soon as I like step out the door. That's kind of a little bit annoying, and I understand some people might like the challenge of that, but it almost doesn't feel like a challenge to me. It feels like, again, it kind of feels like an annoyance. So I'm not really sure how much I like that. What else? Let me just drop the stuff in here real quick. This. Nah. Okay. Right. Onwards. I do like Forsaken Airfield just as a region. I used to really, really like HRV. But I'm also kinda over HRV as well. Just because I used to go and I used to spawn. Because that region used to be really hard for me. So I would go and I would spawn and I would spend as much time there as I possibly could to learn the region and to just kind of, I guess, improve my survival skills. So I have spent like a lot of time in that region. So it's almost like I had HRV burnout at this point. So I like it, but I don't like it anywhere near as much as I used to. Just because, again, I've spent so much dang time in it. So, yeah, I'm just not sure about HRV. Like, I could kind of take it or leave it. I don't. I think Leak Inlet's okay. I think it has a lot of cool things about it. I think there are a lot of interesting things about it. Like, it's kind of different as a region, and I like that, you know, kind of in itself. But I would not say it's my favorite region. I think the workbench there is kind of annoying to get to. I wish there was another one that was, like, outside of the, like, little warehouse with the forge. With the forging area. Is this to the lighthouse? I think it is. Alright, we're gonna go this way. What else? Forlorn Muskeg. I actually really like Forlorn Muskeg. I like how open it is. I think it's a cool region. The falling through the ice can be kind of annoying. I kind of wish you could go, you know, But I also think that makes it really easy or really interesting because it's kind of like a puzzle when you're trying to move through it. And it does get very, very complicated when the weather's bad. It is, Forsaken Airfield for me, even whenever the weather's bad, it's very easy to navigate because it's just like, I have to find something to orientate myself, and I'm like, okay, I know this thing is that way, so I'm just going to put on auto walk and I'm going to go that way. And I'll eventually bump into something else I can reorientate myself with. So say, okay, I went too far left, or I went too far right, or no, this is spot on and I just need to keep going. Let's see if there's anything back here. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It's like today there isn't, but that's okay.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Blackrock. I could take it or leave it. I don't really mind the Timberwolves. So I know a lot of people, the Timberwolves are like, almost like a deal killer for them. Like, they really don't like them. They just think they're absolutely annoying. And I kind of do too. I've kind of talked about this a little bit in a previous episode. Like, I think they're annoying, but I do like the variety in the wolves, and I don't think they're hard to deal with either. I think, like, once you figure out how to deal with them, it's not that bad. I think it's pretty easy. I like, alright, so that's Blackrock. I really like Pleasant Valley, but I don't think Pleasant Valley... we'll come back to that. Let's read this note. Okay, I keep hearing my mobile ring, get excited every time, but it's just as dead as always when I check. I don't know why I still carry it around. Sean's been my savior, especially after Sue and Tori's suicide. He told me about how he always wanted to do Death of a Salesman. His American accent's pretty good too. We fell asleep in each other's arms last night. Sean wouldn't wake up. Aw. That's sad.
I'll take it.
Revolver ammo. Oh, we got another lantern here too. Alright. Anything else? So, Pleasant Valley, let's table Pleasant Valley for right now. While I think about it.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know, I should just know my favorite region, like, off the top of my head. Like, yeah, this is my favorite region because... But I actually really have to think about it, because like I said, I really like all the regions. Recipe. Very nice. I think they all have their good points and their bad points. Alright, so we went up through Blackrock. Timberwolf Mountain.
This'll come in handy.
I do like Timberwolf Mountain. I think the spawns are pretty good there. Oops. Gotta go up. Like, everything's close to Mountaineer's Hut. Like, nothing's too far. And I kinda like that. Kinda like not having to go all the way across the map. For you know, if I need a moose or a bear, you know, because either moose location, either moose spawn you get, it's kind of right there. It's not far at all. Anything back here? Okay. So, I do like that aspect of it.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, our bedroll's like out here. I was like, did I forget my bedroll somewhere random? That would have been terrible. Oh yeah, it's like all the way over here across this bridge. Alright. So we're gonna... Okay, Timberwolf Mountain. So I like it, but I kind of get bored of it. If I'm being honest. Like, it's a good region. Stuff is really close. But I do kind of get bored of it after a while, so I don't I mean, I know it's kind of a silly reason to be like, I don't like a region, but I feel like unless you're like climbing up the ropes and stuff and using those upper levels as well, which I normally won't do because I'm kind of like to preserve my energy as much as I can when I can. So if I don't have like a good solid reason to go up there, I'm probably not going up there. That's just kind of the unfortunate truth about it. I want this book as well. All right.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Sorry, just want to get this stuff put away for us. All right, that's good enough for now. We're gonna go back and we're gonna sleep in here, actually. But yeah, so might be a silly reason why it's not my favorite region, but I do get kind of bored. I don't think I could just... I definitely couldn't spend 50 days there. I mean, I can if I'm doing the summit and I'm doing like the crates, but I'm like actually doing stuff. But just as far as like walking around, just kind of like camping that region and hunting everything over and over and over again, I think I would get a little stir crazy there. Ash Canyon. I do really like Ash Canyon, but, half of it, you either have to go through a cave and go up a rope to get there, or you have to go up, like, 2 ropes, any other way you go, to get there, which is, which I don't... It's just not great. Like, it's okay, but it's not great. That's just how I personally feel about it. But I do like it. I like to go through it. I like to spend a little bit of time there, but again, I think I would kind of get bored just hanging out on the lower levels of it all of the time. What other regions are there? So, Coastal Highway. I do like Coastal Highway. I could probably spend quite a bit of time on Coastal Highway, to be honest, because there's lots to do. There's lots to hunt. It's a fairly big region. You can go fishing. You can hunt the bears. Maybe one day I'll get to finally hunt the moose in Coastal Highway. Still has not happened yet, though, and I'm not really holding my breath for it either. What else? Did I check this over here? Yeah, I did. Okay, for some reason I thought I didn't. So yeah, I could probably spend a lot of time on Coastal Highway. Desolation Point. It's the same. I think I would get bored. I think it's a pretty small region. So I think I would eventually get kind of bored of it. I mean, I have a good time when we're here, but I don't think I could camp here for 50 days. I could camp in... Okay, so let's put it this way. I could camp in... Alright, well, let's just finish going through the regions. So, Zoc... It's fun. It's fun to go through. It's fun to stop by and... you know, do the mine and wander around and get all the stuff, but that's like a place to me. It's like a place you stop and visit. It's not a place you go to live. Like, if that makes any sense. We might get food poisoning here, but it'll be okay. We do have antibiotics on us. Sundered Pass. I do really like Sundered Pass, and I do need to explore it a bit more. I've gone over that map, like, pretty well, but there's still some places I don't know, like some paths go some places that Like I said, I don't really know. I'm not really sure of. So I could definitely spend some more time there getting to know it a little bit better. And again, I don't really mind the Timberwolves, so Timberwolves aren't like a deal breaker to me. And finally, we have Mystery Lake. Have also spent a ton of time in Mystery Lake. I mean, me in particular, because I've been playing since the preview, essentially, and the only reason there was Mystery Lake. That was what you had. That was your one and only region, essentially. So... But also, on the other hand, it's kind of like that nostalgia, almost. It's like, this region has been here since the very, very beginning. And... you know, it must have been good, because obviously you keep coming back for more, kept coming back for check for updates and all that. So yeah, Mystery Lake is kind of like I've been to it a ton. I don't really think there's much new to explore there. I don't even think there's a corner of it I haven't really seen. But still, it does have like I'm a bit sentimental about it as well. Oh. So I guess the regions that I could spend... So I guess that kind of narrows down my answer to Coastal Highway, Pleasant Valley, and Forsaken Airfield. And Forlorn Muskeg. I could probably camp in all of those regions for 50 days and be completely happy. And it's not really like, because that's kind of how I'm measuring it, like how much I like it. Because obviously, if I like something, I'd probably want to spend a good amount of time there, right? I wouldn't get bored of it, or I wouldn't find it annoying, or this or that. So... yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say Mystery Lake. Just again, because of the emotional attachment to it almost, and the nostalgia, and all of that. So, I do really enjoy it as well. So, like, even though there's nothing new to explore there, there's nothing really new for me there, I think that is my favorite region. Just, again, it's a sentimental reason, but that's just how I feel. Now, the best region for long-term survivability... so before I was kind of asking myself, like, could I spend 50 days there? Not, like, logistically, but more emotionally, more personally. Like, if I had to spend 50 days here, would I enjoy it? Would I like it? Would I, like, you know, would I need to take a break in between these 50-day spurts in this region? Oh gosh, you scared me. Just a bunny. Now, the second part, like, which one do you think is best for long-term survivability? To me, that is definitely a more logistics question.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, and there goes the internal parasites. Very nice. Thank you. Very nice. We need 100 bullets. And then we can go play with some Timberwolves somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but we will. Gonna go back down here now. So, Again, Coastal Highway has so much. It just has so much. There's not like a big stove there or anything. There's, you know, there's the mine, Ember Shard? Ember... Whatever. The mine from Pleasant Valley to Coastal Highway. You can go get coal there. You have beachcombing, so stuff washes up. There are... Oh, I went a completely different way. Alright. Gotta come back here then and get our sled back. So, again, you'd have fuel. There's sticks all over the place. There's lots of places to go fishing. I'm sure you could set up some sort of system. I haven't played with the tip-up lines much, but I am sure there is a way you could set like a tip-up line in each one of those fishing huts and then just do like big circles checking all of them and get tons and tons and tons of fish. And so there's the problem with me though is there's 3 bear spawns there, right? And there is supposed to be a moose spawn there, but I've never seen it. I think I saw it before I went on my really long break. I saw it then. I didn't end up hunting it. But since I've been back for over a year, I have not had that moose spawn for me once. Not one single time has it spawned. Which is kind of sad, huh? Right? Can I go down here? Or is it going to tell me it's like too dang steep? It's going to tell me it's too steep. I already know. Will you let me back up this hill? Yes, very nice. Can I go down this way? I might go, like, do some fancy footwork over here. Alright, we made it. Yay! But anyways, so, yeah. Logistically, I think Coastal Highway is probably going to be one of your better regions for long-term survival. Just because of all the fishing huts, you got a moose spawn, especially if you're set up in the garage. You have a bear spawn right there. You have another bear spawn that's not that far away. The third one is on the other side of the map, but, it's not like it's hard to get there. You could probably get there and back fairly quickly. I just wanted to check those boats real quick. What else? So, Pleasant Valley, I think, would be really good for long-term survivability. So you have one fishing hut there, which if you set up at the farmhouse, it's honestly not that bad of a walk. At least I don't think it's that bad of a walk. Like if you go up the road, if you go all the way up to the road, if you follow the roads there, yeah, it's gonna take you a while. If you take like the shortcut though, like following the stream and walk up the hill, it does not take that long at all to get there. Where's this wolf? Okay. Yep, come here. Yep, fight me. Whoops. That's my arrow, you jerk. Alright, let's get up here on these stairs. We'll tend to our blood loss. Alright. I'm sure there's another wolf around here somewhere. Let's go see if we can follow this one, though. Guess he went this way. Okay, fight me. Okay. So, anyways, Pleasant Valley I think would be really good. It also has the most bear spawns. So, go over here. Maybe, like, do some fancy footwork and go... Okay, no. And then he came back this way. Alright, maybe that is him. But, so yeah, you can potentially have 3 bears right by the farmhouse. Try and shoot him. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Alright, now I have 2 arrows to find. But anyway, okay. Anyways, need to go back to my train of thought. Pleasant Valley can be really, really great for long-term survivability. Like, it can be really good. Is this our wolf? Or is this just some random... No, this is our wolf. Oh, and the bear's over here now, too. Oh yeah, he's up there. Alright. We gotta go get this other arrow wolf. We're gonna poke our head in here real quick, though, and then we'll go that way and we'll find the other one. I keep having to start over, though, because I keep, like, getting distracted. And then, having to, like, almost recalibrate. Like, okay, wait, so... Okay, well, thanks for coming back this way. I appreciate it. Please don't go up there by the bear. I don't know. Really need to get better.
You could eat anything.
Like shooting that way with the bow. What? Alright, come fight me, I guess. Alright. I'm amazing with the bow. Amazing. I bet you wish you had my skills. I don't have... Oh, there he is. Alright. Come on, bite me. You're annoying. Pleasant Valley. Anyways, it has the most bear spawns. You could have up to 3 bear spawns right there in close proximity to the farmhouse. So that's really good. The moose isn't really a far walk no matter which way you go. You have a 6-burner stove there so you can cook lots and lots of meat at one go. There's 2 caves connected to it for you to find coal in. I used to get out of town before the quakes. It was some peace anyway. Or I used to go here. I can read. But anyway. So, we're gonna run over here and grab a rifle real quick and then run back. Because we're gonna shoot the bear. Yep, thank you. Anyway. Yeah, so Pleasant Valley is really good. Again, the fishing hut, it is a little bit of a walk, but if you go down the stream and up the hill, it is not that far at all. And you have 2 caves, 4 coal. So I think it would be a really good one. The weather can seem a little bit there sometimes. Yeah, here we go. Well, now he's gonna run away somewhere, but that's fine. Bye. Where else would be good? And I mean, you have like a ton of rabbits there. Also in Stalker, like right behind the creek, there's like a hill going into like the hayfield towards the barn. There's a potential for a 4 deer spawn there. Now there is a lot of wolves in the orchards. That's the only thing. There's like a ton of wolves there. So you can have 4 on one side and then 4 in front of you, which is quite a lot. Okay, so yeah, there's... So, I play with Settled Mine on because I finished all the tales, and I just can. So I don't really have to worry about cabin fever, but on Stalker, so there's that little shed behind the farmhouse. You can crawl under there, and like in the little back part, there's like a little space where you have to crouch and go under, and you can put your bedroll under there. Or you can go sleep in the car that is right up front. That's another option too. So yeah, if you're kind of worried about cabin fever, that is a good place for you to go. You can go up and sleep in the fishing hut, and if you go towards the fishing hut, there's actually a cave back there as well. Now, you may say, what about that little, like, screened-in porch right off the side? Well, that is technically considered indoor. So if you have cabin fever and you try and sleep in there, it won't really go away.
This pack is getting too
So
heavy to carry.
that is a concern for cabin fever as well. But again, the cars work just fine. That wolf is still running all over the place. I think that probably means the bear is back this way. But we're heading inside. We're just going to leave that there for right now. Yeah, so
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
definitely a good one. But yeah, but a lot of people don't like Pleasant Valley. They think it has a lot of blizzards. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it has more blizzards or not. It might. Or it might just feel that way. I'm not really sure. It would be something, would probably want to take notes on and, like, see how often you do actually get a blizzard there. Just, you
I'm
know,
not gonna be able to
for
carry this load much
curiosity's
longer.
sake, and see if that's true or not. Hello. There we go. What else do we got? I have a lantern. I have that. Can I have this too? So what other region is a good region? I think Mystery Lake would probably be a good one to survive in long term. Again, there's lots of fishing huts there, so again, I haven't played with the tip-up lines, but I'm sure you could set up a bunch there at all those fishing huts there on the lake. And kind of set up a pattern of going to check them and whatnot and get a whole bunch of fish. Now, fish is a lot more important than it used to be because of scurvy. So long term, once you start running out of foods, like bound foods that have vitamin C, cattails have some, but that's not really gonna do it for you long term. Just being honest. You're gonna have to, like, eat so many cattails for it to really do you any good. So fishing is now important, like very important for, you know, long-term survivability in a region if you're just gonna kind of like keep your head down and stay there. The battery. We don't really need this for in here, but I put this by the door. But there is a transmitter out there that we will repair eventually. And let's just drop all these clothes. I'm gonna start our clothes pile right here. We also have a bedroll. Alright, there's some lantern fuel there we can dump. Just gonna flop this jerry can right here. It's super heavy. 2 cans. Put down 5 of these. All right. And now we're just gonna have to drop a bunch of stuff in here. So we can go around. This will be our one we're gonna keep. So let's drop 20 matches in there. What else? I'm not too worried about the water because we're going to be making water whenever we go cook that bear, so I think we'll be okay. Ah. Very nice. Whole bunches of stuff. But back to Mystery Lake. If you do camp office,
Think about his food.
and you have the bear on the lake, you have a bear right there, you have a bunch of wolves right there. You can have like 4 deer right there. You have rabbits that are up the hill. You have ptarmigans that are up the hill, and sometimes right in front of camp office. If you need to camp out because of cabin fever, you have a cave right up the hill. You also have a cave on the hill behind you, up by the bunker. There's a decent amount of birch there. And that is one thing I forgot to mention about Pleasant Valley. There's a ton of birch there. There is a ton of birch there. So you will always have birch bark as well to go and collect. But anyways, back to Mystery Lake. There is some birch bark there. Not as much as you would find in like Ash Canyon or Pleasant Valley or anything like that. But there's a good amount there if you know where to look for it. So if you get the moose spawn by the dam or the one at Trappers, that's pretty good. You have a moose pretty close to camp office. And if you get the bear back by Trappers, it is possible to bait it up and over the hill. Over by towards camp office, essentially. So you can bait it a bit closer. Or walk it, or kite it, or just get a bunch of meat and kind of like stand around there. But you will also pull in wolves doing it that way. But again, you can get the bear closer if you feel like Trappers is a little bit too far to drag it for whatever reason. Now, if you have the moose in Unnamed Pond, that's kind of far. I mean, there is a cabin right there, so there's shelter you can go to. But as far as getting the meat, dragging the meat around, it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I mean, if you have the sled with the sled now, it makes it a lot easier. But, oops. Oh, I don't need that. Replacement fuse. You can take this back. A flat sand or river stone 3 inches in width, at least 6 inches long, is ideal for sharpening your blade. Axe or knife, you will want to lubricate the surface with water to keep the filings in suspension, and your work will go faster. When no light is visible along the cutting edge, you've reached your mark. Strop along a piece of leather for final honing. The importance of a sharp tool cannot be overstated. Okay. Very nice. Sometimes there's a hammer in here, so I'm just checking for it really quickly. Alright, I don't think there is one in here. So maybe it's in here somewhere. Start along this way. So, Forsaken Airfield. Oh, there's the hammer. Found it. I think Forsaken Airfield is really good for long-term survivability. Especially, so not from the hangar, but from the island cabin. There's rabbits right up there, there's ptarmigan up there, there's a workbench right there, and also all the places I'm mentioning, they have a workbench. Maybe that's not something that really matters to you, but again, like I had stated a little bit earlier, that is something I care about. I don't really want a main base, or I don't want to put all my stuff in a place, or a majority of my stuff in a place, you know, that I'm going to be staying at a lot. I don't want a place that doesn't have a workbench. Because whenever it comes time to craft or something, or if I need to make something, I don't want to be like, okay, now I got to drag all this stuff to where my workbench is. That just seems... Again, that doesn't seem efficient to me. And, I do tend to care about what is... Oh my gosh, there's 2 jerry cans here. I do tend to care about what is efficient. Quite a bit. So, again, that's just me, though. But anyways, Forsaken Airfield. You do have a bear spawn right there. You have 2 fishing huts right by you that you could sleep in if you do get cabin fever. And real quick, just a brief intermission. You can go up here, and there is some stuff up here. So you have a potential to have a moose spawn, like right at your feet, right under you. There is a bear spawn that walks around down there. There's also 4 deer that can spawn on the ice right there. And if you walk a little bit, so if you go down and you walk just a little bit on Stalker, you would be walking almost towards the helicopter crash. There's like a hunting blind there, and you have a potential for 4 deer to spawn there. So you have everything right around you. You have plus 2 fishing huts, plus the bear, plus the possibility of the moose there. So everything you need is sort of right there. And the biggest argument, I think, and there's also a forge in the region. It's at the hangar, but there is a forge there. So you have a workbench with a bunch of stuff. If you need to go over to the forge, it seems more reasonable to me to drag stuff to a forge, because I don't ever use the forge. Maybe this is the case for, you know, everyone, but I don't tend to use the forge as much, especially on Stalker. I'll go and craft arrowheads, and that's pretty much it. I'll get to a certain point in the game where it's like, okay, I want to be carrying around like 30 arrowheads with me, so let's go make a bunch of arrowheads. And that's what I go and do. Go make a bunch of arrowheads. Alright, I need to take this hammer. We need to take this hammer to the ship out there. I don't remember what it's called right at the moment. Junk. The Riken. There we go. We need to take it out to the Riken, so I want to leave that somewhere we can see it. We do have a bunch of food. These extra flares can go in here. These can go in here right now. No, this isn't the right locker. This one is the one of stuff that is staying. You could drop these. And these are also staying. Great, that's everything we need to repair that transmitter out there. That's really good. But anyways, as I was saying, the biggest problem with Forsaken Airfield, if you have bad weather, it's really easy to get lost. Like, even really, really experienced players, they won't go out in that big open if there's a blizzard, fog, or glimmer fog out. They just won't do it because it is really, really easy to get turned around. And like I said, I've kind of taught myself how to navigate it in bad weather, and whenever we go, I'll show you how I do that. I find a spot that I know where I can orient myself and say, okay, so this car is right here, and I know this headlight here points towards this, so I'm going to go by the headlight, and I'm going to turn on auto walk, and I'm just going to walk straight. And eventually, I'll hit something else I can orientate myself on. So maybe I need to go more right. Maybe I need to go more left. Maybe we're in the exact right place. But I'll kind of show you how I do that in Forsaken Airfield. But again, it's not easy to do that. It's pretty hard to be able to navigate it like that. Okay, we have a wolf. So, let's see if the bear's dead. The easiest way to check if the bear is dead without going to look for it is to go here. You just need to remember how many bears you have killed. And... okay, so bears killed 5. So we killed the one in Timberwolf Mountain. The other one in Timberwolf Mountain. Killed the one in the Birch Forest, so that's 3. We killed the one on Coastal Highway, and then this one. So that should be all of them. So he's around here somewhere, I guess. Where are these crows over here? Let's go check those out. Also, we have an indoor wolf cave over here. We have Scruffy's cave, which is over here. You walk over here, go under this bridge in the corner. Scruffy's cave is right over there. So we will definitely need to go say hi to Scruffy while we're here. So, okay. So, Forsaken Airfield, I think, is a really good region for long-term survivability. Pending that you have the moose spawn over by the island cabin there. And that you learn how to navigate it when weather conditions are not great. Which again, I'm not at all downplaying how hard that is to do. It took me quite a while of just starting a game and derping around Forsaken Airfield until, looking at things while the weather was clear, saying, okay, this kind of points towards that, and this kind of points towards that. And then, whenever a blizzard strikes, try it out. That's the best you can do, and it's really scary to do that. Because again, Forsaken Airfield, very, very open. Okay, bite me. Thank you. I think there are no more wolves around here now, though. So that's nice. I'm just trying to see if we can find this bear where he dropped. He could be back in his cave. He could be somewhere else. Nope, he's right there. He came and died on this hill. Alright. Like I said, I just wanted to know where he was. We're not going to harvest him tonight. I just wanted to, like I said, go pinpoint him so we can come over here tomorrow and get things done. Probably also grab... we might grab that wolf meat too. There's a lot of dead wolves around here. We've pretty much killed most of the stuff here. There is another mine here. So it loops around and it kind of goes by the church. That broken down church we checked out. So that is an easier, almost like a shortcut to get out of here. If you don't want to go down the road. Right. So yeah, Pleasant Valley, Mystery Lake, Forsaken Airfield, Coastal Highway. The only problem with Coastal Highway is it doesn't really have birch bark. That's like the biggest downfall I can see with it. And what I mean by it doesn't have birch bark is it doesn't have like a birch forest. You can get birch bark with beachcombing. So, saying it has no birch bark isn't technically true. Alright. We got a bunch of stuff, which is great. Let's go down here, and we're gonna go up. Is there a random dead fish here?
I need to find a place to rest.
Why? I don't know, we'll take it, but... why? It's not like there's beachcombing there or anything all the way up here. It's normally down there at the coastline. But we got a random trout. So, I mean, rainbow trout, that's not even like an ocean fish. But again, I really don't know. Like, what is an ocean fish? Like, maybe... I thought it was mainly like salmon and some other things that you found in like the coastal fishing spots. But maybe you can find a little bit of everything all over the place now. I don't really know. We'll have to check it out whenever we go fishing. Because again, fishing is not really a mechanic I have played with. A new mechanic, at least, that I have played with a whole lot. Oh, I was going the right way. Go up here. So I think all the wolves are gone. But I'm going to drop this right outside this door here. And then we're going to go loot this. Or actually, let's walk it over here. Why not? We're right here. It's not like it's far to go over here. Alright. Itchy. Check out this. And then we have that other trailer to check out. We have a cave. And we have the Riken. Sometimes there's saplings on this island. And then we have like one little other spot to go check out. And that's pretty much everything in Desolation Point. Alright. Here we go. What else would be a good region for long-term survivability? So, mine, personally, I think it would either have to be Pleasant Valley or Forsaken Airfield, if I'm being honest.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Up here. And I'm probably alone in that opinion. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are like, ew, Forsaken Airfield. What are you on? Especially whenever the weather's bad. Because like I said, again, it can be real hard to navigate it. I would like some bullets. There's sometimes some in here, so we'll just have to see. Maybe not today, though. Black Rock, no fishing there. Lots of timber wolves. Again, I don't really mind the timber wolves. I don't think you can fish there, though. Like, at all. I don't think there's any fishing there at all. Timberwolf Mountain would be good. It has, like, essentially 2 bear spawns pretty close to Mountaineer's Hut. Has a moose spawn. Or, yeah, 2 bear spawns, a moose spawn.
I need to find
You
food.
can fish, like, right in your front yard.
And this pack is
So that's
getting
pretty
kinda
good.
heavy.
But, again, I feel like it's a pretty small region. And for me, at least, I would get bored rather quickly. Then let's unload this. And we're just gonna leave it here. Yep, right there. That's fine. Already have a whetstone? Already have a whetstone. So... you can leave. Have some newspaper we don't really need. Harvest some of this stuff. Those don't need repair at all. This one is the one that's staying, right? Yep. So those can go in there. What else can we repair? We have 2 more left. Alright, so I think these are just gonna go right in here. Automatically. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is leaving. This is our... no, we want to break that up. Oh,
Wonder
the
if we can drop
socks.
any of this gear.
Socks. Socks can stay. There we go. But, I guess we'll drop it by this. These work pants are going. Everything else can pretty much be trashed.
I'm so tired. I could lay down right here.
Alright. Food, drinks. Thought we had a thing at dog food, but apparently not. And we're gonna attempt food poisoning. We're gonna eat this energy bar too. Very nice. Drink some water. We should be fine. Might get a little dehydrated. But again, it should be okay. Ah, almost. Drink this. So, Forlorn Muskeg, I don't think would be that great. For long-term survivability. Just because there's nowhere... There's like 1 cave in the prepper cache there, and that's like your interior. And they are... they're pretty far out of the way. As well. I mean, you have a lot of cattails there and stuff. You have a forge there. You have a workbench there. So that's all good.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I have this piece of wood? I have this other piece of wood. I really don't want all these sticks. Thanks, I guess. Oh, no. Alright. Yeah, I guess give me the dang sticks. Thank you. Appreciate ya. Alright. Well, the weather is probably gonna be a mess here in a moment. It does look like a blizzard's kind of setting in. Let's check this real quick before we go get that bear. And I do think we have to do that car, like, all the way out front, too. Broken railroad might be good. I mean, it has one moose. It has one bear there. There's a 6-top, stove in the hunting cabin. Like, so I could see that being good. There might be a few random pieces of birch bark there again, but again, no birch bark. And I'm not sure if you can fish in that little lake back there. Maybe you can. If you could, then yeah, that could be good. But again, there's a lot of wolves. Like, there's a lot of wolves. Like, the density, like, you know, as far as like number of wolves in a region, it's probably not that bad. But the issue is it's such a small region and they're so condensed. It makes it feel a little bit like a wolf nest, if we're being honest. So much stuff. Alright. What do we got? Nothing. Okay. I thought that was a wolf, but I'm pretty sure it was just a flag. So how come every time I'm getting ready to go harvest a bear, the weather decides it's going to be gross? Why is that? Can't I just have like a nice sunny day to harvest our bear? It'll be alright, we'll figure it out. Alright, Mr. Bear. I mean, we're sheltered right here. Which isn't like, sorry, excuse me. Let's not do that one. Do this one. Yeah, I mean, if we're sheltered right here, then why not? There is kind of a hill right here, so maybe it'll work out for us. And then there's that thing, like, road guard thing there. Guardrail, wooden guardrail. So, maybe?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
What is this called? I'm sure wooden guardrail is not right. Alright. Let's... water. Okay, 55 minutes. Yep. Let's do it.
All I can think about is food.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So much stuff. Are we still sheltered here? No, because now the wind's coming from this way. We're gonna use sticks and it dies. Okay, 55. Hopefully we still have a fire in an hour.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Seems like it. I guess the wind isn't quite that strong, which is nice. And we're gonna eat this. We're gonna get parasite risk again, but that's alright. Gosh, I might need to drop those. And we can't drop them right by the fire, because they'll start to heat up, and I don't really want to do that. There is a way you can click them, though, that makes them kind of stay there forever, and they're fine. But, I'm not interested in messing around with that right this second. Alright, so 55. I think we're going to try and use as many sticks as we can. Just because it feels less painful when the fire goes out if we're using a stick. Versus if we're using, like, coal or something. Or a piece of wood. Okay, now the wind's coming from that way. I guess we're... Alright. Yeah. The wind is like, no. We're not cold, though. So that's good, I
I wonder
guess.
if I can drop any of this gear.
I don't know if there are any wolves left around either. Are you sheltered here? Yes. Can we put up? We have no tinder. Right. Let me put a fire here. Right there. Yes. Alright. I should have moved that stuff earlier, but... I didn't.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, hooray! Fire starting level 2. We need level 3, so we don't need tinder anymore. That would be very nice.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's just go for 7 again. Hopefully this fire lasts. It still looks... Yeah, it's still sheltered, so let's just drop this coal. No. Fair meat. We do need more water, though.
He drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Alright, 50 minutes, so let's take 5.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
We really need some more water, so. Shifting priorities from cooking to making water. We'll just make 1 more liter of water. Why not? All right. We need this bear hide.
I need anything right about now.
You can have that.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
All right, let's drop this can of pork and beans to cook it. Okay. Now, we need to get all this bear meat and stuff out of here. Oh, and I need all this too. Should have probably cooked that canned soup too. Can we just like drop down here on the other side, or do we gotta go over here?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. We'll take the guts with us now. We'll leave the meat there until tomorrow. Hopefully I can carry all this down. Nope. Last little bit of bear meat.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay. We're also going to have to start being careful with our sled. The condition's getting pretty low on it. And the only place we have deer pelts right now is in Timberwolf Mountain. So... if we want to repair it, we're either going to have to hunt some deer, or we're going to have to run all the way back to Timberwolf Mountain. We're just going to run because why not? Oh, I should have cooked that fish. I completely forgot. Oh, we can drop some of this coal. That's fine. We can now finish reading our
Wonder if I
book.
could drop any of this gear.
Yep. Oh, I had to drop those guts. So excited to read our book. I think we're gonna eat another one of these, probably. Normally like to cook these before we eat them, but I think we're just gonna go for it in this case. Oh, I'm walking around with a hat and a pair of shoes on us, too. Alright. Pretty tired, so let's sleep 10 hours, and then if we still need some time before it's light out, we'll tear up these shoes. Sleep for one more hour. Alright. Drop the guts like right here. I'm gonna step over and drop this belt. Oops. I'm gonna tear up this torch. Alright, we are starting to come up on the end of the episode here. So with what little bit of time we have left, why don't we go see if Scruffy's home? We'll end on a high note. Oh. Stuff? Snacks? No. No snacks. So we have plenty of torches. So we should be perfectly fine going to see Scruffy. If we're being honest, out of all the wolves, Sketchy is the biggest issue when it comes to the indoor wolves. Fluffy can not be great either, because normally whenever you run into Fluffy, it's an Aurora, so she's an Aurora wolf. But sketchy, can sometimes like go through the walls and stuff like that. So she can be a little bit of a challenge. I don't think that's intended, but it does happen. Like she'll run up walls or meld through walls. So, and there's also a possibility that Scruffy might not be up, but this is Stalker, so there's a lot more wolves than Stalkers, so our chances are pretty good that he's home. I think there's a car up here too. We might grab that as well. Can we come over here and be sheltered as we're walking so we're not like so painfully slow? Alright. Okay, this is Scruffy's cave right here. So, before we go in here... Nope, I want a decent torch. Like, how about this one? It's 43% one. Alright. Let's go see if Scruffy is home. Scruffy! Are you here? We have a dead deer right here. Got some coal. Scruffy.
Eating up trees. Because I'm gonna eat it.
Missed him. That's a shame. That's alright, we'll just stand here and he'll come back. I missed him again. Alright. Alright, come on, Scruffy. I hit him that time. He'll be back, though. Because there's not really anywhere else for him to go. So... Scruffy? Oh, he's like running right by us. This is kind of dangerous because if he runs too close to us while we're like over here looking at everything, we could get into a struggle with him, but he's already hurt, so it won't be that bad, and we have full health anyways, so... Should be fine. We're gonna go this way. Yeah? There we go. Scruffy. It would be really cool if instead of wolf carcass it did say Scruffy. So that was a item in our journal. That was day 32. So we have DP, day 32. Oh, I like caps. DP, day 32. Scruffy. Alright, let's go see if there's anything up here. Maybe we should grab his pelt too. Just his pelt. Don't really need anything else. Don't need like the guts or the meat or anything, but we can just take his pelt as like a trophy. We got some
Not
fish
starting
here.
to carry much more.
Bullets. An MRE. What else you got? Another bullet. Okay. We need to tend to our knife too. Our knife's durability is getting a little bit low. Alright, let's go grab Scruffy's pelt. We're gonna probably just put this torch out when we get down here. He was this way. Right over here. Alright, yeah, so we'll just put this out. Just want your pelt.
I could eat a
Okay.
horse. Let's stay in a lot, because I love horses.
Alright, food. I did get a piece of beef jerky, so that's nice. Got another fish. Okay. Off we go. Back to Hypernia to drop off our Scruffy pelt. Should probably grab that car up top too before I forget it, but I don't know if there's an easy way to get up there if you have to go around, so we might leave that and possibly forget about it and then end up checking it another time that we're in this area.
Kind of heavy.
So the bear cave is right up here on the corner too, and I think there's a car right like over here, maybe on the bridge or right before it. Oh, here's a little Karen right here. Yeah, we're just gonna drop off her pelt. We'll check it out sometime. Maybe tomorrow.
Anything.
Maybe in the next, or tomorrow, which would be the next episode. Or maybe, like I said, next time we're in this region, we'll go check it out as well. Okay, let's drop our fishy.
I wonder if I can drop
And
any
our
of this
Scruffy
gear.
pelt. Let's put our Scruffy pelt over here in the corner. Just so we know, the pelt by the chair is Scruffy's, and we will need to pull that back to wherever someday. I'm sure eventually we'll pick a base just to keep like all this special stuff in. Like the item variants, we'll probably pull them all back to one base, and I guess that'll be our main base, maybe. But it'll have all the same stuff as all of our other bases, so... Don't know if that really counts or not. But anyways, I think we're going to leave it here today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I really hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!